Hello students, the last video we were discussed about the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. Today we are going to discuss about some of given terms of an arithmetic sequence. Let us consider natural number first. You can see here I written the natural numbers starting from 1 till 10. So now we are going to take the sum of these 10 terms. So we are not taking the usual way to take the sum. We are using another method, that is the sum is equal to, I am taking the first term and the last term. The sum we will get as 11. All of you know that. Now we again taking the second term and the ninth term. 2 plus 9, that is equal to 11. And if I am taking the third term and the eighth term, the answer is 11 will come. So now you can see here, if I am proceeding like this, the answer is always 11. So we don't want to add like this. We can check it how many 11 will be coming here. You can see here, at a time I am taking two terms. Here also I am taking two terms. Total here 10 terms are here. So if I am taking at a time two terms, half of total terms will be coming as 11. That is S10 is equal to 10 terms are here, so 10 by 2 into 11. Right? So we can rewrite this as 1 by 2 into 10 into 11. That is S10 is equal to 1 by 2 into 10 into 11. Finally we got like this. Right? Here if I am taking the answer as 1 by 2 into 110, that is 55 will come. So here you can see the product of S10 is equal to the product of half of 10th term, that is 10 itself, and the next term. Okay. So let us take 20 numbers starting from 1. You can check it. 1, 2, 3, etc. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So we can use the same method here also. That is, the first term is 1 and the last term is 20. The sum is 21. Second term is 2 and the 19th term is 19. That is also 21. So proceeding like this, the answer is always 21. All of you know that. Okay, now we are going to check it how many 21 will come. We already said that how many terms are here? 20 terms. At a time we are taking 2 terms. So half number of terms. Half number of terms, that is 20 by 2 times 21. Instead of adding, we can just multiply into 21. That is, we can rewrite as 1 by 2 into 20 into 21. You can see here as 20 is equal to 1 by 2 into 20 into 21. Finally, we got like this. We can solve it. But you can see here also we got the same thing, like S20 is equal to the product of half of 20th term and the next term. Okay. So now we can say in general way, that is, if I am taking n terms, okay, instead of 20, if I am taking n terms, that is Sn is equal to 1 by 2 into, if I am taking 20 terms, 20 we need to write. If I am taking n terms, that is n we need to write. N into the next term is n plus 1. Okay. This is the general formula to find out the sum of natural number arithmetic sequence. Okay. Now we are going to find out the general formula for the sum of n even numbers starting from 2. All of you know that the even number, first even number is 2. Here you can see around here s is equal to 2 plus 4 plus etc. plus 2n. 2n will be the nth term. And all of you know that 2 is common, multiples of 2 is here in all the terms, and 2 is common in all the terms. So we can just take the 2 outside, then here 1 plus 1 into 2, 2 into 2 4, 3 into 2 6, 4 into 2 8, plus etc. plus here n into 2 or 2 into n, that is equal to 2n. Okay, and here you can see this is the sum of n terms of natural numbers here. So that is we already discussed. Sum of first starting from 1, sum of n terms of natural numbers is, we can write it like 1 by 2 into n plus 1. Okay, this is we already studied. Now we can cancel these two. Now the balance is equal to n into n plus 1. So this is the general formula to find out the n terms of even numbers starting from 2. Now we can just check the general formula for the sum of n terms of odd numbers starting from 1. All of you know that the first odd number is 1, and here you can see the nth term 2n minus 1. All of you know how to find out the nth term. Okay, that we already discussed. Here, if you are checking the terms, you can see here all the terms are written by decreasing 1 from the multiples of 2. That is 2 minus 1, 1. 4 minus 1, 3. 6 minus 1, 5. Okay, like that. 2 and minus 1. So we can rewrite this as 2 into 1 plus 2 plus etc. plus n. This is the, we already discussed sum of even numbers, sum of n terms of even numbers, we rewrite like this. All of you know that. So we need to subtract 1 etc. n times. Okay. So again, all of you know that sum of n terms of even number sequence starting from 2, we can write it as n into n plus 1. Okay, minus here n times we need to add 1. So we can write here n into 1. Instead of repeatedly adding, we can rewrite n into 1. Okay, so here n into n square plus n into 1 n minus n into 1 n will come. Now you can see here plus n and minus n cancel. Here the balance is n square. So the sum of, this is the general formula to find out the sum of n terms of odd numbers starting from 1. Now we can check it, the general formula of sum of any arithmetic sequence. That is, we already discussed about the general formula of sum of odd numbers, even numbers, natural numbers. Now we can check it, this particular arithmetic sequence. Here you can see this is an arithmetic sequence because the common difference here is 4. Okay. Now the same way we are going to take the sum, that is the first term is here 3 and the last term is 27, that is the sum is 30. And the second term here it is 7 and the sixth term is 23. The sum is 30 will come. So if we are taking it like this, the sum is always 30 will come. So now we need to check in how many times we need to add 30. Okay, here 7 terms are here. So all of you know that at a time we are taking 2 terms. So half the number of terms 30 will come. Okay, that is S7 is equal to 7 terms are there. So 7 by 2 into 30 will come. We can rewrite this as 7 by 2 into 3 plus 27, that is 30. 3 plus 27. Okay, all of you know that 3 is the first term and 27 is the last term. From here, we can write the general formula, that is, if I am having the nth term, then the sum is n by 2 into, if it is 7 terms, that is 7 by 2. If I am having n terms, that is n by 2 into x1 plus xn. Okay, if you want, we can solve this, that is 7 by 2 into 3 plus 27, 30, that is here 15 will come, that is 7 into 15, 105 will be the answer. So now we can have the general formula here. This is the general formula to find out the sum of any arithmetic sequence. From this we can find out another formula, that is, all of you know that xn is equal to, we already studied xn is equal to x1 plus n minus 1 into d, that we already discussed. We can just put xn here, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 into x1 plus, instead of xn we can put this x1 plus n minus 1 into d, that is n by 2 into x1 plus x1, 2x1 plus n minus 1 into d. So we have two equations to find out the sum of any arithmetic sequence, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 into x1 plus xn. If you are having number of terms, it is already given, and the first and the last term is given, you can use this formula. Or if you are having the common difference in the first term and the number of terms, then you can choose this formula. Now we can discuss about different types of problems related with sum of arithmetic sequences. Here the first question you can see, find the sum of the first 25 terms of the arithmetic sequence below. That is, we need to find out the sum of 25 terms of this particular sequence. Okay, so all of you know the equation to find out the sum of particular arithmetic sequences, that is n by 2 into x1 plus xn, right? Number of terms, that is 25 terms already given, that is n is equal to 25. And the first term is, you can see here, that is 12. We need to find out the last term, that is x25, we need to find out. Okay, so how to find out the 25th term, that is x1 plus n minus 1 into d. x1, that is here it is 12 plus 25 minus 1 into d, that is 11. You can find it from this arithmetic sequence, that is 12 plus 24 into 11, that is 12 plus 264 will come. Okay, that is x25 is equal to 276. Now we got x25, the last term we got it. Now we can put the details here in this equation. We can find out the sum of first 25 terms of this arithmetic sequence. That is s25 is equal to n is here 25 by 2 into x1 is 12, 12 plus 276. Okay, so here s25 is equal to 25 by 2 into 288 will come, right? That is 25 into, we can take the half of 288 because here you can see the denominator 2 is here. So half of 288 is 144 will come. 25 into 144, 3600 will come. So sum of first 25 terms of this particular arithmetic sequence is 3600. Let us discuss another problem here. What is the difference between the sum of the first 20 terms and the next 20 terms of the arithmetic sequence 6, 10, 14, etc. So here I written here the terms. We need to find out the sum of first 20 terms and the next 20 terms. That is, here you can see the first 20 terms. We need to take the sum and the next 20 terms, that is till 40th term, right? So what we are going to do is, we are going to find out the sum of first 40 terms and then we are going to find out the first sum of first 20 terms. And if we are subtracting the sum of first 20 term from first sum of first 40 terms, we will get the sum of next 20 terms, right? From here to here. Okay, clear? So all of you know how to find out the sum. The equation is, we are using the second equation, that is sum is equal to n by 2 into 2x1 plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so here you can see the first term is 6, x1 is 6, and we are going to find out s40, right? So n is 40 here, and d you can see here, d is equal to 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 4, 14. So the common difference here is 4. Okay. Now we can apply all these details here in this equation. S40 is equal to n by 2, that is 40 by 2 into 2 into 6 plus 40 minus 1, that is 39 into 4. That is S40 is equal to 20 into 40 by 2, that is 20 will come. 2 into 6, that is 12 plus 39 into 4, that is 156 will come. Okay, that is S40 is equal to 20 into 168 will come. That is S40 is equal to 3360 will come. S40. So now we got the sum of S40, that is from 1 to till the 40. The sum of first 40 terms we got it as 3360. Now we are going to find out the sum of first 20 terms. Okay. First 20 terms. Sum of first 20 terms, that is the equation, this is the same equation we are using, and S20 is equal to n is 20, then 20 by 2 will come. 2 into x1 is here, it is 6, the same number will come. N minus 1, that is 20 minus 1, 19 will come. 19 into 4. Okay, that is equal to 10 into 12 plus 76 will come. That is 10 into 88, that is 880 will come. That is, we got the sum of first 20 term is 880, and we got the sum of first 40 term, that is 3360. Okay, now we can subtract S40 minus S20 is equal to 1360 minus 880. So we got the sum of next 20 terms, that is 2480, we got it, right? So we got the first 20 term is, sum of first 20 term is 880, and the next 20 term is, we got it as 2480. Now our question is to take the difference between these two sums. Okay, we can take the difference, that is S20 we got it as 880, and next 20 terms, sum of next 20 terms is equal to 2480. Now we need to take the difference between these two sums, that is 2480 minus 880, that is 1600 will be our answer, that is here 1600. Now we can look at another problem here. Calculate the difference between the sum of the first 20 terms of the arithmetic sequences 6, 10, 14, etc. and 15, 19, 23, etc. That is, here you can see two arithmetic sequences, right? First one here and the second one written here. We need to find out the sum of first 20 terms of both of these arithmetic sequences, and then we need to take the difference between the sum of first 20 terms of both of these sequences, right? So first we can take the sum of this arithmetic sequences. All of you know the equation to find out the sum of arithmetic sequence, that is S is equal to n by 2 into 2x1 plus n minus 1 into d. Clear? Here we are going to find out S20, right? So n equal to 20, x1 is here, it is 6, you can see here, and the common difference 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 4 14, that is the common difference is 4. Now we can apply all these details here in this equation, that is S20 is equal to 20 by 2 into 2 into 6 plus n minus 1, that is 20 minus 1, 19 into 4. Okay, that is 20 by 2, 10 will come, 2 into 6, 12 plus 19 into 4, 76 will come. That is 10 into 88, that is 880 is the sum of first 20 terms of this arithmetic sequence. In the same way, we are going to find out the sum of first 20 terms of this arithmetic sequences. That is, we are going to find out S20. So n equal to 20 and x1 is 15 and d 15 plus 4, 19. 19 plus 4, 23. That is 4. Is the common difference. Now, the equation you can see here as is equal to n by 2 into 2x1 plus n minus 1 into d. We are going to apply all the details here in this equation. Okay, that is S20 is equal to n by 2. That is 20 by 2 into 2 into x1 is here, it is 15. 15 plus n minus 1, that is 20 minus 1, 90 into 4 will come. Right? That is 20 by 2, all of you know that, that is 10. 2 into 15, 30 will come. 76, 19 into 4, that is 76 will come. That is 10 into 106. That is 1060 will be the answer. S20 we got it as 1060. So here you can see sum of first 20 terms of this arithmetic sequence we got it as 880, and sum of first 20 terms of this arithmetic sequence we got it as 1060. Now we are going to take the difference between these two sums. Okay. Okay, so here S20 here it is 1060. Here the sum is 880. Okay, 8. So our answer is 180. The difference between the sum of first 20 terms of this sequence and sum of this sequence is 180. We can look at another problem here. Find the sum of all 3-digit numbers which are multiples of 9. Right? We need to find out the all 3-digit numbers only which are multiples of 9. Now all of you know that the 3-digit number which is starting from 100 and ending at 999, that all of you know. But we are not taking all the 3-digit numbers. We are taking the 3-digit numbers which are multiples of 9. How we are going to find out the multiples of 9? See here, for example, if I am taking 100, if I am adding these numbers 1 plus 0 plus 0, if I am getting the multiples of 9 here, then we can say that the particular number is multiples of 9. Here 100, the digits 1, 0, 0, but this is not the multiple of 9. 1 is not the multiple of 9. So 100 is not in our list. So we can check it here. 1, not 8 if I am taking. The digits 1 plus 0 plus 8. That is the multiple of 9. So our first number is 108. Easily we can find out. And the next term is, you can add 9 because multiple of 9, that is 117 will come. Now we can check the last 3-digit number 999 is the multiple of 9 or not. The digits 9 plus 9, that is 27. Surely this is also a multiple of 9. So the last term is 999 itself. Now we got the sequence here. Now we need to find out the sum. So we need to know number of terms. Then only we can find out the sum. So all of you know how to find out the number of terms. That is n is equal to, the equation is n is equal to xn minus x1 by d plus 1. Right? Here xn is 999 minus x1 is 108 divided by d is here 9 because multiples of 9 we are taking plus 1. So 999 minus how much will come? 899. So 891 divided by 9 plus 1. That is 99 plus 1, 100 will come. That is n is equal to 100 we got it. Now we can directly take the equation to find out the sum of all the 3-digit numbers which are multiples of 9. That the sum Sn is equal to n by 2 into x1 plus xn. We can use this formula here. Okay, we are going to find out 100 terms are there. So S100. 100 divided by 2. X1 is here, it is 108 plus the last term is 999. Okay, that is 50 into 1107 will come. So if I am multiplying this, 55,350 is a sum of 100 terms starting from 108 till 999. Let us check another problem here. Find n in the equation 5 square into 5 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 6 into etc. into 5 raised to 2n is equal to 125 raised to 30. That is, here you can see the n. In this equation, we are going to find out the value of n. Okay, all of you know that x raised to m is equal to x raised to n. Then if x raised to m is equal to x raised to n, then m equal to n. You can take m equal to n. Right? So here you can see the base numbers are same. Here in this equation you can see 5 in the left side, 5 is the base number. Now we are going to convert 125 and equalize the base as 5. That is, all of you know that 125 is 5 raised to 3. So that we can equalize the base number in the left side and right side. Okay. So I can rewrite this as 5 square into 5 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 6 into etc. 5 raised to 2n is equal to 5 cube. Instead of 125, I am writing 5 raised to 3 raised to 30. Now all of you studied x raised to m raised to n is equal to x raised to m into n. We can multiply the powers. Okay. So I can rewrite again like this. 5 raised to 4, 5 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 2n is equal to 5 raised to 3 into 30. That is 5 raised to 90 will come. Okay. See here. The base numbers are same in the left and right side. So that we can equalize the powers. Before that, all of you know x raised to m into x raised to n is x raised to m plus n. Okay, we can add the powers here. That is 5 raised to 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus etc. plus 2n is equal to 5 raised to 90. Now we can take the powers, we can equalize the powers because the base numbers are same. That is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus etc. plus 2n is equal to 90. All of you know that these are the multiples of 2. Okay, so 2 is common in all the terms. We can take 2 outside. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n is equal to 90 will come. Okay. Right. So we are here right now. 2 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n is equal to 9. Here you can see this is sum of n terms of natural number sequence. This. So we can rewrite this as 1 by 2 into n plus 1. Sum of n terms of natural number sequence, we can write it as 1 by 2 into n plus 1. That we already studied. 2 is here, and here this 2. So we can cancel this 2. Then the balance is n into n plus 1. That is equal to 90. Here, if any two numbers, the first number and the next number, going to multiply, we will get the answer as 90. Right? So only possibility here n is 9 because 9 if I am writing, the next number is 10 we need to write. Okay? Then only we get the answer as 90. So clearly we can say that here n is equal to 9. Now we can move on to the next problem, that is the expressions for the sum to n terms of two arithmetic sequences are given below. Find the expression for the nth term of each. That is, here it is given n square plus 2n, that is the sum of one arithmetic sequence, that is Sn is equal to n square plus 2n is the sum of any arithmetic sequence. Okay, we need to find out the sequence first. Then only we can find out the nth term. Okay, so if I'm putting n equal to 1, then 1 square plus 2 into 1, that is 1 square 1, 1 plus 2, 3 will come. So the first number is 3 because there is no other number to add, right? So the first number is 3 itself. If I am taking n equal to 2, then 2 square plus 2 into 2, that is 2 square 4, 4 plus 4, 8 will come. Here, this is a sum of first two numbers. The first number is 3, the sum of first two number is 8. So the second number we can easily find out, we can subtract 3 from 8. Right? That is, our sequence is 3 is the first number, sum is first and second, the sum of two number is 8. So 8 minus 3, 5 will come. So see here, 3 plus 5, 8. Now the common difference we got it as 2. 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 2, 11. This is our arithmetic sequence. Now we can directly find out the nth term, that is xn is equal to xn is equal to x1 plus n minus 1 into d. Right? x1 is here, it is 3, 3 plus n minus 1 into d is 3 plus 2, 5, that is 2 is our common difference. That is 3 plus 2 into n, 2n minus 2 will come. That is, our answer is, here I can write the answer, that is xn is equal to 3 plus 2n minus 2 is here, that is 3 minus 2, 1, 1 plus 2n or 2n plus 1 we can write. Okay. So n square minus n, our next question. Here also in the same way we can calculate the first term, and that is Sn is equal to n square minus n is given. If I am writing S1, that is 1 square minus 1, 0 will come. Right? So this is the first term, there is no other number to add. So this is the first term. Then second, sum of two numbers, that means S2 is equal to 2 square minus 2, that is 4 minus 2 is 2. The first number is 0, second number is sum of two numbers is 2. Here the first number is 0, so the second number 2 will come because the sum here it is 2. Okay. Then the common difference you can see here it is 2. That is 0 plus 2, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, etc. Now, we can find out the nth term. All of you know the equation to find out the nth term is x1 plus n minus 1 into d. That is x1, here it is 0 plus n minus 1 into d is 2. That is 2 into n, 2n. 2 into 1, 2 will come. So this is the nth term of this particular arithmetic sequence. Here, the sum of the first 10 terms of an arithmetic sequence is 350 and the sum of the first 5 terms is 100. Write the algebraic expression for the sequence. That is, we need to find out the algebraic expression. It is only given that the sum of first 10 term is given, that is 350, and the sum of first 5 terms is given, that is 100. That is, sum is given here. So we are going to apply the equation to find out the sum. That is, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2x1 plus n minus 1 into d. Using this equation, we will get the common difference. That is the given the first 10 terms, sum of first 10 term is given, that is S10 is equal to n by 2, that is 10 by 2 into 2x1 plus 10 minus 1, 9. 90 will come, right? S10 is given already, that is 350 is equal to 10 by 2, 5 will come into 2x1 plus 90. Okay. If the 5 is coming in the left side, so 350 by 5, 70 will come. 70 is equal to 2x1 plus 90. This is our first equation. Okay. So using this equation, we are going to find out the next equation. That is, it is given already that the sum of first 5 terms, that is S5 is given. S5 is equal to 5 by 2 into 2x1 plus 5 minus 1, 4 will come, 4d. Okay, S5 is 100. 100 is equal to 5 by 2 into 2x1 plus 4d. That is, if 2 is in the denominator, it is coming here in the left side. So 100 into 2 will come, that is 200, divided by 5 will come, that is 40. 40 is equal to 2x1 plus 40. This is our second equation. Now we are using these two equations. If you are solving these two equations, we will find out the common difference, right? Okay, that is, the first equation is 2x1 plus 90 equal to 70, and the second equation here it is 2x1 plus 4d equal to 40. If we are subtracting 1 minus 2, we will get 2x1 cancel. 9 minus 4, 5d will come. 70 minus 40, that is 30 will come. That is d equal to 30 by 5. 6 we got the common difference here. Right. Now we are going to apply this common difference any of these equations. Right. Then we will get the first term. That is, if I am using first equation, 2x1 plus 9d is equal to 70 is our first equation. If I am applying this common difference here, 2x1 plus 9 into 6 is equal to 70 will come. That is 2x1 is plus equal to 70. 2x1 is equal to 70 minus 54. 70 minus 50, that is 20. 20 minus 4, 16 will come. Okay, x1 is equal to 16 by 2, 8 will come. So we got the first term as 8 and the common difference here it is as 6. Now we can easily find out the nth term. The common difference we already got it as 6. Okay, and the first term as 8. Now all of you know the equation to find out the nth term, that is xn is equal to x1 plus n minus 1 into d. That is, xn is equal to, the first term is 8 plus n minus 1 into 6. Okay, that is 8 plus 6 into n, 6n minus 6 into 1, 6 will come. That is xn is equal to 8 minus 6 is 2, 2 plus 6n. So this is our nth term or algebraic expression of this arithmetic sequence. Here you can see prove that the sum of any number of terms of the arithmetic sequence 16, 24, 32, etc. starting from the first added to 9 gives a perfect square. That is, here you can see one sequence 16, 24, 32, and if we are taking sum of any number of terms of this sequence and adding 9, we need to check the answer is perfect square or not. That is, first we need to find out nth term, xn we need to find out. Then we will find out the sum. Okay, in that sum, if we are adding 9, we can easily find out that a perfect square is coming or not. Okay, because Sn is a general form we will get. In that plus 9 we can do it. Okay, we can check it, then the perfect square will coming or not. So xn is equal to, all of you know x1 plus n minus 1 into d. Right, that is xn is equal to x1, here it is 16 plus n minus 1 into d is, here it is 8. That is 16 plus 8 is 24, 24 plus 8 is 32. So the common difference is, here it is 8. That is xn is equal to 16 plus 8 into n, 8n minus 8 into 1, 8 will come. That is 16 minus 8 is 8. That is 8 plus 8n is our nth term. Now we can find out the sum. That is Sn is equal to n by 2 into x1 plus xn. This is our equation. That is Sn is equal to n by 2 into x1, here it is given, that is 16 plus xn is, we got it as 8 plus 8n. That is 8 plus 8n. That is Sn is equal to n by 2 into 16 plus 8. How much will come? 16 plus 8, 24 will come. 24 plus 8n. Okay. Now we can multiply n by 2 in each term here. That is n by 2 into 24 plus n by 2 into 8n. That is 24 by 2, 12 will come. 12n plus, that is 8 by 2, 4. N into n, n square will come. This is our sum. Right? Our question is, if you are taking any number of terms and take the sum, then adding 9, we need to add 9 here. So this is a general equation right now. So if I am here, you can see, we can rewrite this as 4n square plus 12n plus 9. That is, here you can see we got it as 4n square plus 12n plus 9. From this we can write this as 2n plus 3 whole square. Right? So here itself it's clear that it is squared 1, we got it. So any number we are putting here in n, then we will get the perfect square itself. That is, if I am putting, we can check it, if I am putting n equal to 1, 2 into 1 plus 3 square, that means perfect square only will come. 2 into 1, 2, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 square, 25. So this is the perfect square. We don't want to check it because the square mark is already here. So we got it as 2n plus 3 whole square. So clearly we can say that all the number, if you are taking the sum of all the terms and adding 9, we will get the perfect square itself. Now we can check the last question here. That is, write the next two lines of the pattern above and calculate the first and last term of the 20th line. Here you can see 4 is in the first line, 7 and 10 is in the second line. That is two numbers. Here it is three numbers written and here it is four numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 it is written. We need to find out the fifth and sixth line. One more thing you can see here, there is a common difference. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, like that is going. So the common difference is 3. Now we can write the fifth line. The last term of fourth line is 31. So 31 plus 3, 34, 37, 40, 43, 46. Okay. This is the fifth line. We'll be having 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the sixth line will be having 6 numbers. The last term is 46. 46 plus 3, that is 49, 52, 55, 58, 61 and 64 is the sixth line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is the answer for first question. Now we are moving on to the next question here. Calculate the first and last term of the 20th line. First and last term of the 20th line we are going to find out. Before going to find out the first and last term, we need to know how many terms will be there in till 19th line. Till 19th line, how many terms will be there? That is n we need to find out. How we are going to find out? That is, here you can see first line will be having one term, second line will be having two terms, third line we are having three terms, etc. It is sure that 19th line, total 19 numbers will be there. That is, here you can see this is the sum of natural numbers starting from 1 till 19. So we can use the equation that is half into n into n plus 1. That is, n is here 19, 19 into 20, and plus 1 will come 20. That is, here we got 190. So, clearly, you can see here, till 19th line, how many terms will be there? 190 terms will be there. Okay? Now, the 20th line, the first term is x191. Right? x191 will be the first term of 20th line. Okay, now we can calculate x1 is here 4 plus n minus 1, that is 191 minus 1, that is 190 into d, common difference here it is 3. Okay, that is 4 plus 570 will come, that is 574 is the first term of 20th line. Okay, now we can calculate the last term of 20th line easily. That is, all of you know that in 20th line 20 numbers are there. That is, the first number is 574. Now we have 90 numbers will be there. So we need to add 19 times the common difference. Instead of that, we can multiply 19 into the common difference is 3. That is 574 plus, that is 631 will be the last term of 20th line. First term of 20th line is 574 and the last term of 20th line is 631.